Did you know that there have been over 22 deaths associated with Jeffrey Epstein? That she was hit by a school bus, and then a short while later, she was found dead after allegedly self-deleting.
They're definitely coming for us. Today, I'm back on the dark side of TikTok. I have been digging into some of the darkest secrets that have ever been exposed on TikTok, and everything I found needs to be exposed. And you're gonna wanna watch to the end of the video because the stuff we see today is going to change our reality as we know it. What's scarier than the TikToks we're about to watch today is the fact that 75% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel, so make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe for more scary videos. Thank you.
Now, this is the crazy one. This one's wild.
Yeah, what
if this actually happens, I'm gonna be tripping.
What the fuck did she say?
On October 25th, a famous musician will come out and reveal that they've faked their death.
Whoa.
Everyone will know who this person is, and he is said to be a legend of his time.
Oh shit. Who do you think? Who are your predictions?
Yo, it's either Michael Jackson
Or Tupac?
Yeah, it's either one of them, bro. It's either one of them. I think it might be Tupac.
I have money on Tupac.
I feel like the way the world is moving right now,
Yeah.
Tupac might be the one. The way the world is moving.
Okay, say he comes out. What would he say though?
Well, if you
Like, I'm still here.
If you look into the Tupac like mythology, he was very much about philosophy.
Oh, okay.
He really dug deep into those type of things. Surprisingly, a lot of these artists, at least the very artistic ones, they really do some research and they're a lot more intellectual than we think.
That's true.
So I think it would be Tupac because I feel Michael Jackson doesn't really have those type of, I guess, wisdom.
Yeah.
By the time you guys are watching this, it's already the 25th, so you're gonna have to let me know if Tupac or Michael Jackson did come back. But if I actually wake up tomorrow and I see Michael Jackson is back to life, I'm just gonna probably go back to sleep.
I also remember seeing another video from 2017 in Jalisco of a Jesus Christ statue moving in the middle of La Misa. Saw it? It's quick, it's in the beginning. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, like I said, I don't know how people want to take that kind of like a miracle in a way.
Yeah.
Or other people, say it's like supernatural, creepy thing. It is paranormal, though.
Of course, yeah.
At the end of the day, bro, because if you see a statue or anything that's not human move, it gives you a little bit like of a...
Catches you off guard.
But what it reminded me of was a movie.
Oh, okay.
It's a very, very old movie. It's a vintage movie that I watched as a kid. It's called Marcelino Pan y Vino.
I've never seen that.
So what the movie is basically about is this little boy, he's an orphan. His name is Marcelino, right? He gets taken into this monastery with all the Catholic and religious monks. And obviously he's a kid, bro. So very mischievous. And one day he sneaks into the attic of the monastery.
Okay.
And he sees a giant crucifix of Jesus. And he starts talking to the statue. And eventually, over time of the movie, the statue starts talking back to him.
What the fuck?
Having regular conversation with him, saying like you shouldn't be bad and stuff. At the end of the movie,
Jenna Ortega might not be the same her ever again. I mean, literally just doing the eye test, you could see the transformation here. Here, she actually looks like full of life, light in her eyes, etc. And that's not what we see at the most recent photos of her. She also had this weird Instagram post sometime in the last year or so that I wanted to talk about. In the now deleted Instagram story post, she states, "I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea how the rest of this cast has all this behind the scenes stuff because I have nothing. Everything I've posted has been sent to me and that's the honest truth. There are things out there of myself on the Wednesday set that I've just never seen in my life. It's almost not even me," she says. "It's like I've been cloned and I'm leading two lives, or am I the clone taking accountability for someone else's actions?" Many people have hypothesized that maybe because of the darkness in this role, something has truly gotten into her that's not good. This next clip is disturbing because it seems like even when she's not in character, she's still committed to the Wednesday shtick. I mean, quite literally, if you watch that video again, you could see that even that security guard is scared of her. It's obvious. Here we have another example of an extreme Hollywood transformation. Wake up.
There's a prank that happened just like that.
What?
One of their friends got arrested because they were driving drunk and they were passed out.
Okay.
Because they got into like an accident. They hit like a sign
But they were
or whatever.
actually drunk.
Yeah, they were drunk driving.
Okay.
So what they did since he was so knocked out, they put him in a hospital, like simulated hospital room.
Okay.
They got a doctor
Buddy, great
to
to
wake
see
him
you.
up
No idea.
and tell him,
Listen,
hey,
questions not
you're
really know what's
waking
going
up
on, dude.
from a 12-year coma. Like it's like 2030.
Oh, yeah?
You just woke up. This prank happened a long time ago.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's like 2030. You just woke up. And then and he's like, what happened?
Yeah.
You're driving drunk. You got into a coma.
coma.
You should never drink and drive ever again.
Yeah.
And then another doctor came in and just started slapping his. That's why you don't drink and drive.
That'd be a great prank, though.
Yo, it's really good to.
Yeah.
It taught him his lesson, right?
He should have been in jail for him.
They're actually low-key good friends for this because he could have went to jail, but they just decided to teach him his lesson. Drinking and driving is one of the most dangerous things you could do. Not only do you put yourself at risk, you put everybody else at risk. But yeah, make sure you guys don't do this. One bad decision can impact the rest of your life, so you guys make sure you stay safe, stay blessed, all that.
Foods that are technically not what you think. The last one will blow your mind. Number 1. Honey never spoils because bees add glucose oxidase, an enzyme that breaks down into hydrogen peroxide, making it naturally antibacterial. Archaeologists have found 3,000-year-old honey in Egyptian tombs that's still perfectly edible. The low water content and acidic pH create an environment where bacteria simply cannot survive. Honey also contains antioxidants and has been used medicinally for wound healing throughout history. Number 2. Bananas are technically berries, but strawberries aren't. Botanically, berries must have seeds inside their flesh from a single flower with one ovary. Bananas qualify perfectly, but strawberries have seeds on the outside and develop from multiple parts of the flower. Raspberries and blackberries aren't berries either. They're aggregate fruits. Meanwhile, grapes, tomatoes, and eggplants are all technically berries. Number 3. Vanilla flavoring often comes from beaver anal glands. The FDA-approved natural vanilla flavor called castoreum is extracted from beavers' castor sacs near their tails. It's used in ice cream, perfumes, baked goods, and natural flavoring. Beavers use this secretion to mark territory, but humans discovered it smells like vanilla and tastes even better. One beaver produces about 2 to 4 ounces per year, making it more expensive than silver by weight.
Bro, what? Not only does our food got chemicals, our food got beaver booty too. Okay, bro.
Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Remember? That song went over your head. You didn't understand why they would say, will the real Slim Shady please stand up, because they started to lose track of which one was real. I'm just playing around, guys. But besides that, who's this? Huh? Who is this guy right here? Because that's not the real Slim Shady. This is the real Slim Shady. This is just Slim Shady. Or should I say Eminem? Why they change his name? Shut up! We know why they did. Who is this, bro? Because this looks like Tommy from Power mixed with Eminem. Something is going on here, guys. I don't know who put this picture together, but I don't think this picture's even real. Because if you pay close attention, you can see what's going on here, guys. What happened to D12? These were your close friends. You're not cool with none of them. I haven't seen you with any of them at all. Now this is the real Slim Shady. You can see he has emotions. You can see it in his face. You can see the realness. Now him? He looks out of it. He doesn't look like he knows where he's at. Something is going on with Eminem, guys. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Nah, I'm just playing around, guys. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Eminem is a great artist. I can't wait for him to drop some new music. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about this. I'm out.
Something really strange is going on in the woods and mountains of Colorado, and many people are starting to notice. For starters, people in Colorado have been reporting that the local animals have been acting very suspicious all of a sudden. The deer have been chilling and sitting in residential areas even if someone comes out screaming and trying to shoo them away. And the mountain lions of Colorado, which are extremely rare to see, have also been spotted an unusually high amount of times in residential areas, even if humans are clearly present. This has led some to believe that these animals are trying to get away from something out there in the mountains and woods of Colorado. And although Colorado is notoriously known for having strange sightings of UFOs, Sasquatches, and Bigfoots, and even 20-foot creatures that are allegedly hanging off the side of the mountains there is one story that remains consistent amongst many people who experienced the strangeness firsthand. According to multiple witnesses who are all unrelated, they were finding paths and caves that they swear wasn't there the last time they visited. And when they would explore these caves, they reported having extreme dilations of time where they would feel that they were in the cave or path for only about 30 minutes, but when they got back to society, they had actually been going for around 6 or 7 hours. Now, what's so interesting about this is that for a while, people have believed that the mountains, specifically in Colorado, were actually the petrified remains of giants that died long ago. If that were the case, it may explain why such strange things are happening in Colorado. People aren't just exploring around random terrain, but instead the inside and outside of giants.
A girl, she predicted Liam Payne's from One Direction.
One Direction.
My newest One Direction theory is that one day we will have a reunion and it's going to be 4 out of 5, except instead of the Zayn being gone, it's going to be Liam being gone. So we're going to have a 4 for 4. My only confirmation on this is that it's 4:44 right now.
Did you see this video? Nah. R.I.P. Liam. She dropped this video like a day or two before it happened. And she was so dead ass about it, right?
Direction theory is that one day we will have a reunion and it's going to be 4 out of 5, except instead of the Zayn being gone, it's going to be Liam being gone. So we're going to have a 4 for 4. My only confirmation on this is that it's 4:44 right now.
So she dropped that 2 days before, right? And I was looking through the comments. What made you say this? She's like, oh, that's just the voices in my head telling me. What the? I'm like, what the? Like, oh
Wait, so she predicted that and then just said it nonchalant like
yeah,
that?
nonchalant. 2 days before. Hold on, let me see if I still have the... Yeah, I don't have... Oh, here, wait. Yeah, I don't have the comment, but it was crazy because it's like, yo, there's FBI behind you, bro. Like, watch out. Why are you saying that 2 days before it happened?
Damn.
R.I.P. Liam, bro. Like, yeah.
That's... I think there's some people gifted though. I feel like
The fact this was 2 days before this happened is absolutely insanity. I don't know if this woman actually has mental issues or not, or if that was just kind of a joke. But if something in her head really did tell her that this was going to happen and she told the world 2 days before it happens, there is something much deeper that we need to look into.
Why are people saying that young women are going missing after NBA Young Boys concerts? Allegedly, guys, this is what they're saying. Now, I don't believe any of that, but this is what's being said right now, guys. People are saying that he's using his tour for a scouting mission to find more people for his cult. Do I believe that? Absolutely not. He's an artist. He performs. He has to do those shows. It's part of his job. I heard that the cops are trying to stop his shows because they're getting so many calls from the parents saying that their daughters didn't come home after the show. Now, I wouldn't know anything, guys, because I'm home minding my business. Remember? I'm not going to get into any of this. This is what's being said. Do I believe it? Absolutely not. People say anything. Did you see his shows lately? So many people go there. It's been packed. What is going on with NBA Youngboy? Why do so many people want to go to his concert and listen to that music that he be making? Now, people are saying because they didn't shut down his show this weekend, dozens of teens didn't make it home, allegedly. Allegedly, this is what people are saying. I don't believe any of this because this is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know who would say such a thing. I don't think that's true at all. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about this. You believe that? Come on now. I'm out.
8 foods the US allows but Europe banned. The last one will blow your mind. Number 1. In the United States, Mountain Dew still contains brominated vegetable oil, a chemical used as a flame retardant, banned in over 100 countries, but still legal in American sodas. Number 2. Skittles contain titanium dioxide, a whitening agent used in paint and sunscreen, which the European Union banned in 2022 for being potentially genotoxic, meaning it can damage DNA. Number 3. In the US, farm-raised salmon are often dyed pink using synthetic chemicals because their natural flesh is gray. The same additives are banned in Europe due to possible liver and eye toxicity. Number 4. Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops, and other US cereals use artificial dyes like Yellow 5 and Red 40, which are banned or restricted in the European Union for links to hyperactivity and behavioral issues in children. Number 5. Chlorine-washed chicken is still legal in the United States as a way to remove bacteria before packaging, but has been banned in the UK and Europe since 1997, where stricter hygiene rules made the process unnecessary. Number 6. Most American beef contains ractopamine, a growth additive that helps cattle gain muscle faster, but it's banned in 160 countries, including the entire European Union, due to potential cardiovascular effects in humans. Number 7. In the US, many baked goods use potassium bromate as a dough conditioner, It's classified as a possible carcinogen and has been completely banned in Europe, Canada, and even China. Number 8, and here's the wildest one in the United States. Instant mashed potatoes and French fries can legally contain butylated hydroxynosole, BHA, a preservative linked to cancer in lab animals. Banned in Europe since the 1990s, but still hiding in the American food supply today.
Peter's War Award, to show my appreciation, I am inviting you all to a pizza party tonight at Jennifer Anderson's house. I'll see you there.
Hey, y'all hear about this? 80% of Americans test positive for a chemical found in Cheerios, Quaker's Oats, and may cause infertility and delayed puberty. So they honey no nut Cheerios. Damn, I thought their slogan was, be happy, be healthy, while feeding your ass pesticides that's linked to heart issues. The chemical name is chlormequat. It's banned for being used on food crops in the U.S., but it could be imported. Chlormequat detection in America has been on the rise since 2017, going from 69% then to 90% now. Chlorine was detected in 92% of oat-based foods, including Cheerios and Quaker's Oats. In animal studies, chlorine has been linked to harming pregnant people and their children as a risk of fetal development and fertility issues. Can reduce sperm motility, decrease testosterone levels, onset puberty, and shrink male reproductive organs. So it's honey no nut, abortion clinic, meat shrinking Cheerio. Here go other brands with pesticides in it. Nah, that's crazy though. What's your thoughts on this? And have you ever ate Cheerios? Comment that right now and follow for more. Peace, love, unity. Legends out.
I've been expecting a lot of crazy stuff to come out, but meat shrinking Cheerios was definitely not on the bucket list. If y'all know anybody that eats Cheerios, send them this video. We gotta break the news to them. They're going to have a very bad day today. I was more of a cinnamon toast crunch type of guy, so cinnamon toast crunch gang, let me know in the comments. But yeah, Cheerio gang, I'm sorry to have to tell you like this.
The lyrics for Taylor Swift's new song is very interesting. I mean, you can read this for yourself. You can read this for yourself. Very strange stuff indeed. I will let you come to your own conclusion about this right here. But, like the saying goes, it is always in the details. The devil is in the details, right? And with lyrics like this, maybe she's just joking around, right? Maybe that's it. Maybe there is nothing to this at all, right? Right? Again, you can read it for yourselves. I will let you come to your own conclusion about this. Oh yeah, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Taylor Swift is a great artist, right?
Who is the target audience? Who is relating to these lyrics?
8 crazy facts about McDonald's you never knew. The last one will blow your mind. Number 1. McDonald's French fries contain dimethylpolysiloxane, which is the same chemical used in silly putty and breast implants to prevent oil from foaming. Number 2. In 2014, McDonald's was sued because their bread contained azotocarbonamide, a chemical also used in yoga mats and shoe soles. Number 3. A McDonald's Big Mac has special sauce that includes high fructose corn syrup, the same ingredient in soda and candy that's linked to obesity and diabetes. Number 4. Ronald McDonald, the company's clown mascot, became so famous in the 1980s that he was recognized by 96% of American schoolchildren, more than Jesus or Santa Claus. Number 5. McDonald's apple pies aren't baked like most people think. They're actually deep fried, making them more like a turnover than a traditional pie. Number 6. The McRib sandwich doesn't contain real rib meat. It's made from restructured pork trimmings, basically leftover pig parts pressed into the shape of ribs. Number 7. In 1984, McDonald's released a commercial where they gave away $1 million during the Super Bowl in a promotion called The Big Mac Billion. Number 8. McDonald's ice cream machines contain propylene glycol, the same ingredient used in antifreeze and smoke machines to keep the mix smooth. That means the same stuff cooling your car engine is also in your McFlurry.
Today, there are 19 ingredients in a McDonald's French fry. My first job was in McDonald's. It was in 1971, and at that time, our French fries were cut from real potatoes, fried in beef tallow, and we added salt. That was it. There were no other chemicals or additives.
This is the only proof we have of time travel, and it is absolutely terrifying. In 1923, archaeologists discovered a sealed tomb in Egypt. Inside, they found something that defied all logic. A photograph dated 1987. It showed a man in modern clothing, standing in front of the crowd, holding a camera. That man was identified as Elon Musk, a scientist who disappeared in 1987 while working on a top-secret project of the government called Kronos. The objective of the project, unlock time travel, however, was abruptly closed after the Hawk invasion, leaving no trace. But the scariest part was the scribbled message on the back of the photo. I tried to stop it, but the loop is inevitable. Years later, in 1980, another photograph appeared. This time it showed Elon Musk, now several more decades old, standing in front of the same crowd. The date in the photo, 2025. The experts were astonished. How could a man exist in 3 different timelines? And what did he mean by the fact that the loop was inevitable? The last clue found in the Hack Lab notes of 1987. In it was written, "Time is not linear, it's a loop and I'm stuck in it." But here comes the final twist. In 2020, a team of researchers decided to reopen the gallery inside. They found a camera, the same as in the photographs. By revealing the roll of film, discovered an image of themselves inside the cell, dated 2045.
This has got to be fake, but could you imagine we're actually living in a movie where Elon Musk is a time traveler and he's just trying to break this inevitable cycle?
Did you know that there have been over 22 deaths associated with Jeffrey Epstein? Let's just examine a few of them. Virginia Giuffre was one of Epstein's most vocal accusers. She filed legal action against Epstein and Maxwell, and she almost saw herself as a voice for all of the accusers and encouraged other women to stand up and tell their stories. Earlier this year, Virginia claimed that she was hit by a school bus. She was then put into a hospital. She posted a photo on her social media with herself covered in bruises. It's a bizarre photo. And then a short while later, she was found after allegedly self-deleting. Curiously, she died just a few months before the Department of Justice and FBI made official Epstein disclosures, and the Epstein story was brought again into the media. I think it's very lucky for the people in power that Virginia is dead right now, because she would have some stories and she would have been extremely vocal in searching for the truth. There's also Jean-Luc Brunel, a close friend of Epstein's and a talent scout. He owned modeling agencies and he ran his own empire in France. Jean-Luc was tied in very closely with Epstein and he provided to Epstein for his operation. There are lots of stories and lots of accusations that were made against Jean-Luc Brunel. Jean-Luc was arrested in 2020, but in 2022, right before his trial, he was found in his jail cell. And just like his buddy Epstein, he had allegedly while in prison. There are lots of similar discrepancies in the story of what happened to Jean-Luc Brunel. Security cameras that weren't on, people that weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing, but I don't really see people talk about this as much, even though this was obviously some sort of targeted hit. There's also Jeffrey Epstein's former business partner in a Ponzi scheme, Steven Hoffenberg. Steven and Jeffrey were incredibly close. Now, Steven's death is interesting. He died in 2022, but he died alone inside of his apartment, and the details surrounding exactly what happened to Steven are still murky and unclear. But his body wasn't found for almost an entire week. And just before he died, in what turned out to be a sort of deathbed confession, Steven Hoffenberg told a news outlet that Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell were collecting on powerful people, and he claimed that Epstein was supplying his handlers with this content all the time, once a week, once a month, all the time. There's also Mark Middleton, a former Clinton aide who allowed Jeffrey Epstein to visit the White House in the 1990s. He was closely tied into the Epstein thing, and there are a lot of mysterious things surrounding Mark Middleton. But in 2022, Mark Middleton was found in an orchard in Arkansas. He had allegedly and while hanging had at the same time. No one knows why he allegedly went to this orchard, but his death coincided with Ghislaine Maxwell's trial and renewed talks about Epstein. I examined all 22 of these deaths in a new video on my YouTube channel, The Conspiracy Files. It is an absolutely dark and disturbing dive, and the link is going to be in my bio.
There was this man named Roy. Now, Roy lived in North Carolina. He grew up in the Appalachian Mountains, and he was known around town as a moonshiner. Now, he said, there was this period of time where he had several stills that were located up in the mountains. And he said he kept getting busted and they kept finding his stills and shutting him down. So he advised a plan to go deep into the woods and set up a still that was so far away that no one could get to it. So Roy goes and talks to this Native American in town who he knows. And this man knew the area like really, really well. And Roy starts asking him, is there a spot that would be deep in the woods that would conceal like me setting up a still and stuff? He goes on to tell him, well, my people know of a place and we do not go there. It's considered forbidden. And he said, there are bad things that happen there, but we cannot speak about it. But if you go there, no one will find you. It's about a 2-day hike and I'll draw a map for you. But he said, you go at your own warning because I'm telling you, there's bad things there. So Roy said, okay, you know what? It's fine. He gets a couple guys and they set off to the spot in the mountains. First day, they're hiking through this thick brush and, everything's going good. The second day, he said they got to some like really, really thick brush and you could hardly see, a couple feet in front of you. And so all of a sudden they heard like a scurrying sound of something very large, like moving through the woods. And he said the whole day they were hiking out to the spot, they kept hearing the. And he said, it just gave them chills because they could not see what this was, but they could hear it like going around them and following them as they hiked up to this area. So they finally make it to the spot that they had drawn on the map. And one of the things that Roy noticed was there was this clearing. And within the clearing were these large holes that looked like they had been filled in with dirt. And he said he could tell something had been digging in this area, but whatever it was fairly large because these were like 3 foot, 4 foot wide. And he said all of a sudden they started to hear something moving through the woods. And he thought at the time it was like another person or something. Out of the woods comes a deer. And he said the deer seemed very skittish and kind of like scared and nervous as it walked through this clearing. And he said all of a sudden it went by one of these holes that was like filled in with dirt. And it stood there for a second, stared at them. And the next thing they knew, something came out of the ground and it dragged it under the ground. And he said it was there 1 second. The next second, like this deer was gone. And they're kind of like, what just happened? What just happened? And so Roy walks over to this hole that's like filled in with dirt. And he sees like 4 things kind of sticking out of the dirt. And he said the best way to describe it was it looked like a pipe cleaner. Like these pipe cleaners were sticking out of the ground, but they were, the size of a baseball round. And he said all of a sudden they started moving. And that's when he realized these were the legs of spiders. And so he, runs out of the area, grabs his guys and is like, hey, we got to get out of here. We got to leave. And they're like, what's going on? What's going on? And Roy said then he had to decide because it was getting dark. Do they hike through the woods at night or do they camp somewhere? So he decided they would camp. They set up their tents and everything and make a campsite. That night, while they were camping, all night long, he said they could hear like scurrying and hissing sounds like all around them. The next morning when they get up and they get out of their tent, he said their campsite was completely covered in spider webs. And he felt that them staying in the tents actually saved them because he felt like it confused whatever these large spiders or whatever they were that was out in this portion of the Appalachian Mountains.
In a couple weeks, me and Fiddy are going to be exploring the Appalachian Mountains. We've heard too much about this stuff to let it go. We need to go find out for ourselves. But if I see a giant spider crawl out of the ground, I'm sorry. The video is going to be kind of short, understandably. But, make sure you guys be ready for that video because it's going to be crazy.
If you love purple, your brain is wired to live in 2 worlds at once, reality and possibility. Purple is the rarest color in nature, and that scarcity shaped how our brains respond to it. Because we evolved seeing it so little, purple became a signal for the extraordinary, for things beyond the ordinary human experience. That's why people who love purple often have an innate pull toward what's rare, meaningful, and transcendent. Psychologists say purple lovers usually think on multiple levels at once. You see not just what is, but what could be. You question deeper meanings, feel emotions more intensely, and often sense patterns others miss. This heightened perception is linked to stronger activity in the brain's default mode network, the part tied to introspection, imagination, and big picture thinking. You also tend to crave transformation, not just for yourself, but for the world around you. People drawn to purple are often the ones who turn pain into art, chaos into clarity, and ideas into change. You're not content with surface level living, you're wired to search for purpose. So if purple speaks to you, it's not a random preference. It's your mind's way of saying, I'm here to create meaning where others see none. And that's not just beautiful, it's powerful. Follow for more color psychology secrets.
Is it just me, or did that video like kind of put you into a trance? I feel like that was some sort of like propaganda to make you like the color purple, but it was weirdly working. And I already know while I'm editing this video, I'm definitely gonna put something purple on the screen to just like kind of fit the vibe. So yeah, I hope you guys like the purple. Yeah.
We really need Kanye West to chime in now, because whatever Kim Kardashian is doing with her daughter Northwest, who is 12 years old, and all of these fashion choices, it really needs to be talked about. Because first it was that interesting, scandalous-ish outfit, which was just one of the weirdest things I've ever seen a 12-year-old wear. And now Northwest is going viral again for wearing this with tattoos and baggy clothing. And I always go back to this quote that Kanye said. He said, "I don't want to just see my kids, I need to raise them. I need to have a say. All of these rights have been taken from me by the Kardashian mob. The bigger agenda to use the selectively bred black children to be platforms to influence black people." So when people ask me, why do you care so much what these celebrities are doing or what they're dressing up their daughter as? Well, when you're one of the biggest celebrities in the world, if not the biggest, you have one of the biggest fashion brands in the world. You're the ambassador for Balenciaga. When a lot of women think fashion, they want to do what Kim is doing. When they pick out outfits for their daughters, they want to see what their favorite celebrity is doing, and that can do a lot more harm than good. And Kanye's been saying it. I mean, just take a look at what Kim released for Skims. Literally underwear with hair on it. It's just insane.
Do you remember an Area 51 call that someone called to a radio show?
I think I know what you're gonna talk about. I think I've seen this.
I remember when I first watched it, I was scared for a while.
I was let go on a medical discharge about a week ago. So give us something quick. What we're thinking of as aliens are, they're extra dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. The disasters that are coming, the government knows about them. There's a lot of safe areas in this world that they could begin moving the population to now. But they're not doing anything. They are not. They want the major population centers wiped out so that the few that are left will be more easily controllable. I started getting...
People are saying it's a hoax.
I feel like I mean, why would he be crying? You know, why?
Like, yeah, it sounds too...
And if he's an actor, then he's a great ass actor, but it sounds too real, bro.
What got to me was the whole, him talking about disasters.
It's kind of what's going on right now.
Or that's been going on for a while, yeah. Either 2008, 2010, those were the years where a lot of UFO sightings were happening, bro. There was one that happened in Jerusalem. I don't know if you remember back then.
Another video from a different angle appears to show the light doing the same thing.
It literally hovered down.
I'm hoping he's just a really good actor, because if he is telling the truth, we're doomed. We're doomed. Better hope you're in a good area that's not gonna get pulverized by alien lasers.
Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? What happened to the real Eminem? Because this is the Eminem I remember. Who is this? And what is up with the eyebrows? What is up with them eyebrows? Seriously, what is going on here? Because again, this does not look like the same person at all. Because how did the eye colors change? How? How did the ears change? How is this possible? I don't know. You all could tell me what is going on. Maybe it is just because he has gotten older, right? Right? Huh? Again, who is this? Because this does not look like the same person that I remember. I'm telling you all, something weird is going on with these celebrities recently. Something strange is happening.
If it wasn't for children, I would throw in the towel. I wouldn't care to live. They give me my inspiration. They inspire me. Everything I do, every song I write, the dance, everything that I do. They tried to use it against me, and it's just been so unfair, and I'm very upset about it, you know. I would love to
to live in London because I love it so much. It's just the press is so hard on me here, and I try to do so good. I go to their hospital, like your present to the children. As soon as I leave, the next day they go, Wacko Jacko left the hospital and he ignored all the children. And it hurt my heart because I purposely, I flew Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse all the way from Euro Disney. I brought them with me to surprise the children. I brought bags. Yeah, I brought bags of presents and everything, and I spent time with the kids, and they made fun of me. I'm just a person who want to be honest and do good and make people happy and give them the greatest sense of escapism through the talent that God has given me, you know? That's where my heart is. It's all I want to do. That's all. I just want to say, look, leave me alone and let me do what I want to do, which is share and give and put a smile on people's face and make their heart feel happy.
People who survived unsurvivable things. The soldier who didn't know the war had ended. Japanese soldier Hiru Onoda kept fighting World War II for 29 years, completely unaware it had ended. He got stranded in the Philippine jungle in 1944 and survived on coconuts, bananas, and stolen livestock, all while being convinced the enemy was still out there. He ignored leaflets, radios, and search parties, thinking they were all enemy tricks. Onoda finally surrendered in 1974 when his former commander was flown in to personally order him to stand down nearly 3 decades after the war was over. The man who kept getting struck by lightning. Between 1942 and 1977, Park Ranger Roy Sullivan was struck by lightning 7 times and survived every time. He was hit in his watchtower, truck, and even while fishing. The strikes burned his hair, scarred his body, and once set his hat on fire. Yet after each strike, he went straight back to work. They called him the human lightning rod, a man who faced nature's deadliest force 7 times and won.
Thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your favorite part of the video made you tremble in your boots, and we're going to be on to the next one.